Lily is in the corner of this video. If you can see her ears, that's what it is. Hey everyone, it's Caitlin and welcome to another video. I am very excited for this video. I just finished filming the recipe video for this recipe. I'm going to be showing you how to make a healthy, vegan, gluten-free blackberry cobbler, though you could use any berry that your little heart desires. I just finished it inside, but it's too dark to film in there, but I still wanted to show you guys what the actual product looks like. I just took photos of it, so it does look a little bit messy. We got some like nice, fluffy, gluten-free cobbler on top of these roasted, bubbly, super sweet berries, and I obviously topped it with ice cream, which is essential for any berry cobbler. Guys, doesn't this just look so good? It's like the perfect summer recipe. It's like easy, delicious. Berries are in season, actually. I'll tell a story later. Let's just get into the recipe. Okay, so this recipe in and of itself is pretty simple. We're going to start out by making the blackberry filling. So you're going to add 4 cups of blackberries to a skillet. I'm using a cast iron skillet because it is oven safe. And then you're also going to add in some lemon juice, vanilla extract, some water, and coconut sugar to sweeten things up. Then you're just going to stir all this in and simmer the berries down for about 10 to 12-ish minutes or so. You're just going to let them cook down, get all nice and bubbly, release their juices, and you do want to stir this occasionally, but in the meantime, while this cooks down, we are actually going to be working on the cobbler topping. So again, I wanted to keep things pretty simple while still being accessible and taste like an actual cobbler. But surprisingly, oat flour, which can be kind of dense, works really, really well for this recipe. So we're going to be using it as the base of our cobbler, along with some baking powder, a touch of coconut sugar, a pinch of cinnamon, which is optional, and some salt. Then you're going to whisk all of this together. And then once it all looks pretty evenly incorporated, we are going to do the oil-free part, which is my hack, which is using coconut butter. So coconut butter, unlike other nut butters, is actually turns to be pretty solid like butter when you chill it. So you're just going to pop that in the fridge for a few minutes, get it nice and solid, and then like most pastries, you're going to use knives to sort of cut the coconut butter, the firm butter, into the flour mixture. This is really classic for scones or other baked goods, and coconut butter can be a little expensive, and if you really don't care about oil, you can just use coconut oil or chilled vegan butter instead. I have those recipe substitutions listed in my blog post, which will be linked below. But after you cut the butter into the mixture, you want it to be nice and crumbly and pretty finely distributed. Otherwise, you're going to have big chunks of coconut butter in the batter. You're going to add in your non-dairy milk, mix everything up, and then let it set aside for about 5 minutes or so, just so the oat flour can absorb some of the mixture and the cobbler topping will thicken up, as I will show you in a second. So while you're preparing your cobbler topping, your berries have simmered down and they are this nice, juicy, bubbly consistency. And wow, look at that. The cobbler topping thickened up beautifully. This is going to enable us to spoon it on top of the simmering berries. So then we can just pop this right into the oven. So you're going to take a large spoon and put about 2 tablespoon sized dollops of the cobbler topping onto the pan, and then just pop this into the oven for a few minutes to bake. And again, just make sure you're using an oven safe pan like cast iron or something that can deal with higher temperatures. Otherwise, that's going to be pretty bad for you. But this is what the cobbler looks like after it's finished. You can let it cool slightly or serve it warm. It'll be nice and bubbly then, and you can choose to top it however you'd like, but the most classic cobbler topping is vanilla ice cream. So I topped mine with 2 scoops of dairy-free ice cream, mostly for the photos. If I was serving this, it could serve between 2 and 4 people, and I'd probably just top their individual portions with a scoop of ice cream. But that is pretty much it for this recipe. It's a nice, fuss-free and yummy summer treat. If you remember earlier, I mentioned a story. So I live in the Pacific Northwest, like just outside of Portland, Oregon, and there are tons of blackberries, or I think some people like to call them Marionberries out here, but I think they taste just like blackberries. So Dylan and I actually picked all these blackberries just around our neighborhood, and I got to make this cobbler like practically for free, you know, minus the rest of the ingredients. But I love summer. It's like a perfect late afternoon, evening snack while you can listen to the traffic in the background. Just kidding. To enjoy with family and friends, especially when you top it with ice cream. And like I said, I just finished taking the photos and I have an individual portion right here. Even got my scoop of ice cream. I wanted to taste test this on camera for you guys. I was a little nervous with the cobbler topping because it's really hard to make something fluffy that's gluten-free and also oil-free. But let's see. Oh my god, it's like unreal. That is so good and fluffy. Oh my gosh, let me see if I can. You can't even, I don't know guys. I don't think this camera is gonna work for a close-up. This is a wide angle lens, so I can't really get you guys a close-up, so you're just gonna have to imagine or look at the blog post because I'm sure there are pictures of it there. But the berries are nice and tart, which pair, obviously they're sweetened a little bit, but it pairs really, really well with ice cream and the cobbler topping. And if you're not planning on topping with an ice cream, there'll be a recipe note, but I would plan on increasing the sugar in the actual berries just a touch more. But right now I think this is the perfect balance, the perfect summer dessert. So yeah, I really hope you guys make this recipe. It'll be linked down below, and let me know in the comments below what your favorite summer dessert has been so far. And if you don't have one yet, you should make this blackberry cobbler because it might just be your favorite summer dessert. Okay, I'm rambling. I usually don't film videos outside, so hopefully you could hear through all the traffic in the background. But if you guys are new to my channel and like what you see here, feel free to hit that little subscribe button right down there. I post 1 to 2 new videos every single week, and I hope you guys have an awesome day. I hope you're having a great summer. I sure am. I'm gonna enjoy the last of it while it lasts, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!